Hi, boys and girls. Oh, it looks like my camera is dropping. All right, we're gonna make the best out of this because I gotta work kind of quickly here. So I have 3 small pipe cleaners. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'm gonna make them in the shape of a star. And I'm gonna fold this pipe cleaner over the other ones. I'm gonna make it go like this. I can fold this one down one time. I'm gonna go like this. Okay, not too bad. Now, what I can do to this is I can add little pipe cleaners along the way. So if I take a little pipe cleaner like this, and then I'm just gonna fold this one over the top, just like this. And then I can straighten these up. And now you can see that it is starting to look like a snowflake or the end of a snowflake. I can do that with all of them. I might want to trim them and make them a little bit smaller. They are going to have to fit into this jar, and I'll show you what I mean. So here we go. I'm just going to take these. I wrap them around a little piece. My little piece is about this big, about an inch. I take my next one, I wrap it around until I go all the way around like that. Okay, friends, so I went all the way around and I actually had to cut the longer ones because they were a little bit too long, and so then I redid them and I added a little piece on each end. The reason that I redid them is I want it to fit comfortably inside of my jar or big container, and I don't want it to touch the sides. Also, I tied a string around it. You could tie a string around the top. That might be a better place. That's up to you. In fact, I will do that. All right, friends, what I did was I actually ended up cutting the long ones because they were just a little bit too long. And then I wrapped a little bit around each end. And then I have a jar here. You could have another big container, but I want this snowflake to hang in the jar and not touch the bottom or the sides. So I've tied a string around one end and I've tied the other end to a pencil, and I can wind it up and down on the pencil because I taped it there. You can add a little piece of tape and then I can wind it up or down. Now I'm going to carefully suspend this in my jar so that it is floating inside the jar. It's not touching the sides and it's not touching the bottom. Now that I have that so that it's just how I like it, it's in the middle of the jar, it's not touching anything. I have boiling water, so you're gonna have to have your mom and dad help you with that. Please be careful. And I have borax. And remember that borax is a laundry detergent. So it's a chemical. So here we go. We're gonna add 9 tablespoons to 3 cups of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to stir this up, and I am making a super saturated solution. Ozzy's sticking his head in here. He wants to know what a super saturated solution is. Super saturated solution means that it is so full of the powder part that what's going to happen is the powder is going to dissolve, but then as water evaporates, we're going to force that powder to go into a crystal form. So let's see if we can get this to go. I've stirred it. I can add a little bit of blue food coloring if I want. If you don't have food coloring, don't worry about it. So I can put in a little bit of blue food coloring because after all, it is a snowflake. Can you believe that it snowed in April? So crazy. So I put in my blue food coloring. I have a super saturated solution. Here we go. I'm going to stir it one more time. One of these days, I'm going to be able to use food coloring and not get it all over my fingers. So I have my super saturated solution. It is 9 tablespoons of borax, 3 cups of water. I'm going to carefully pour it into my container. All right, so boys and girls, here is my snowflake. It is hanging in my jar. It's not touching the sides or the bottom. It's attached to a string at the top to a pencil. The pencil is sitting across the top of the jar. Now I have my super saturated solution. I'm going to carefully pour that in. I pour it in, I pour it in. I want it to totally cover my snowflake. You can see that my snowflake is submerged, and now we will come back and check on this tomorrow. Okay, so it is time to check in on our snowflake, and I think that you're going to be pretty excited. This has only been one day. Here is my jar. You can see that borax crystals have settled at the bottom. Remember, we mixed borax and water and blue food coloring, and the crystals have settled at the bottom. So now I'm going to carefully pull my snowflake out. Oh, look it! It's beautiful. And you know what? It didn't make a world of difference with that blue food coloring. I can't even tell that it's blue, but look at how pretty it is. Wow. So cool. Well, I'd give 2 thumbs up to that experiment, wouldn't you? Have a good one.